Hey, Queens of the Earth. We are doing it. We are having a masterclass of its first. And every time, whoa, my thing nearly fell over, my tripod. Every time there's a new masterclass, every time I'm doing something for the very first time, there's this beautiful excitement, nervous kind of energy. And today has a very special purpose, which I'm going to tell you all about. As you can see, I'm sitting here super comfy, which is my favorite position to sit. And of course, I'm going to invite you to join me. So if you're here, say hello. Let me know where you are tuning in from right at this very moment. It's, of course, Saturday morning here in Australia. Europeans may be still out and about, and I know that for the Americans, you are still enjoying your Friday afternoon or your Friday evening. So I'm going to tag you, which means that depending on how you're listening to this, there could be a tick, 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 tick noise in the background. So bear with me, and if you have headphones, maybe take them out. Otherwise, I do want to make sure everyone gets a chance to watch this. If you are joining live, obviously say hello. If you are watching the replay, then of course, let me know by saying hashtag Queens of the Earth, right? So we are not using the hashtag replay like everyone else. We are using hashtag Queens of the Earth. All right, so this is going to be fun when I'm starting working out again next week. I can already feel my arm getting tired just from tagging everyone. Clearly, I've not had like over 3 months of exercise due to my surgery, but now I've got the all clear. So I'm really, really, really excited to actually get into working out next week. Hello, Carol. Hello from Chicago. Chicago always makes me think, and all that jazz. Beautiful musical. Probably one of my absolute favorite musicals in the whole wide world. So, Queens, it is my absolute honor to bring to you new content, new revelations. I give you a bit of a background on what this is all about. So we're going to talk about today and give you a She Rise experience. So I'm literally, as you know, I always talk about how to, if you want to manifest the magic, you first have to remember that you are the magic. So I'm a very big fan on being the magic, like truly honoring the magnetism that is your vibration of being, so you get to receive all the people, the opportunities, the resources, all of the events, the experiences to live your own heaven on earth life. Now, that means obviously we're talking about being the magic and not doing the magic. It is about being the magic so you can have the magic. And you hear me say this all the time. And if you've been following my journey, you know, I've been online since 2013 and full-time since 2016. So I've been around the bush for a while. And you probably have seen me being this badass boss queen who is very much about the discipline, the doing. Hey, lover. You've seen me, exactly. Lover has seen me on stage talking in front of 8,000 people. Do you remember that quote I did actually speaking about being that badass boss queen? I once had the opportunity to speak on stage in front of 8,000 people, and I had my own quote, hello, Michelle, saying that, you know, confidence, it's like confidence is like an orgasm. It's so much better when you don't have to fake it, right? So you've known me probably as the bold, you know, the badass boss queen, being audacious. You know, there was a while like I had this hashtag no fuck given attitude, and I still to an extent have that. And you've seen me talk about manifesting, working with the universe, but what you haven't seen is obviously the other side of what it takes to being the magic, and that is like the spiritual goddess who does the internal work of allowing herself to be. I was there for that. Everyone loved it. Yeah, that was so much fun. That like literally became like the most epic tweet ever. I felt like Oprah. I really did. So yeah, so you probably have seen that side of me. You haven't seen so much the behind the scenes stuff, like, because there was so much more to becoming the magic than just, you know, being a badass and hashtag no fuck given and talking about confidence and orgasm and being your most authentic self. And so really, this has probably been my journey since I've came back to Australia 2019. It started 2018, 2019, really. And so obviously this year it's kind of perpetuated. And I knew that there was going to come a point where I needed to step into owning that part, okay? And so here we are now, the absolute alchemy of, yes, still being a badass boss queen and, you know, being all about authenticity and doing your thing and owning who you are, but also the other side, which is the spiritual goddess who has this divine connection to the universe, because a lot of the work that I do is literally channeling, downloading, doing, you know, energetic alignment, reading chakras, doing work that is just like, you would say out of this world, because it is out of this world, because it is from a different dimension, right? And so with that, I came back to Australia about 7 weeks ago now, and I'm so grateful that I was given this beautiful smack across the face from the universe to step into my next level of being. And with that, I always had this dream and this vision that I didn't want to work with just like the businesswoman. I'm not like, you know, there's these labels, like I work with female entrepreneurs and tell them how to create a 6-figure blah, 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 blah. And I guess to an extent I do that. But I knew that there was a part of me that didn't really want to work just with women who really are in business. I wanted to remove the prerequisite, and I wanted to work with the everyday woman and teach her how she can rise into having it all. Because you know me, like I have always talked about that you get to have it all. And I don't mind what woman, where you are on your journey. Now, I obviously know, being the energy meets strategy queen, I can give you the best of the both worlds to help you have the empowerment emotionally, but also financially, and teach you how to, yes, of course, build a successful business, but it starts before that. And I want to talk to the woman that, you know, perhaps hasn't started her business yet, but at the same time, she knows, like, I'm no longer available for this. This is like mediocrity. I know I'm settling, like there has to be more. You know, this goes out to the woman who has had the courage to go, I want to be my own boss. Like I want to have the freedom to be, do, and have whatever I desire. And is still maybe in that space of establishing herself to get to that magical 10K mark. Or it can be the woman who's already killing it and making multiple 6-figure and maybe even 7-figure, but she still knows that there's a part of her that is not being truly authentic to herself. She's not truly living in her truth. Maybe she's learned how to make really good money, but it is really about understanding that it is the truth that's going to set you free when you understand that, you know what, you get to continuously blend both of the worlds together and come into the alchemy of being that she-rise queen or that she-rise woman. You truly get to have it all. You get to speak your truth. You get to share your soul's voice, right? You get to really be the fullest expression of that truth. And as a result of that, you stand out. Like your magnetism is on fleek. Magnetism on fleek. And so of course you stand out. You are that light that no one can mess with. And you share your magic in the most authentic, most congruent way. And you get to then have it all. So who here knows that she can have it all? That maybe, you know, you're still on your journey, just as I am, but you know that you get to have it all. Give me some emojis, some love, because like this is going to be as much of an interaction as we can be. And also know, she said magnetism, that's right. And just know also, like, this is just a teaser of an experience of this masterclass, because this content is brand new. So it's almost like, let me know also if what I'm sharing with you today makes sense. So this is the prerequisite, right? So this is how has come about. So I knew once upon a time that I've always wanted to work with the everyday woman, that I didn't want to just, you know, say, oh, well, you have to have a business to start working with me. And so I guess from the marketing perspective, that's like, really? Don't do that. Remember, you're here. Oh my God, how good is this light? Thank you. This light is freaking amazing. Thank you. So from a marketing perspective, it's like, well, no, remember, you have to have one person, one problem, one solution. And I'm telling you, screw the rules. I am no longer going to be confined by the rules. I am understanding that it is about being in my truth, sharing my truth, allowing myself to do my soul's work. And my soul work is to tell every woman how she can have it all. And so now this is me birthing the She Rise movement. Now this is a global movement, and for the very, very, very first time, and this will be literally the way to work with me, is to understand that you can come into the She Rise space. For the first time ever, there's going to be my own certification program. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that later. So there's the She Rise Society, which is my own certification program, really teaching you everything I know. We're talking mindset, we're talking energy, we're talking spiritual work, we're talking healing, we're talking about how to be a coach, and also how to then turn that into a 6-figure platform online, teaching you the strategies, obviously, on building a brand based on magnetism. We're talking magnetic marketing. Everything has to do with magic and magnetism. So that's the She Rise Society for the first time, not just business support, but also, you know, giving you the opportunity to do your own certification. So this is going to be the most global, epic certification the world has ever seen. There's no one in the world that I know, even my mentor says that, she's like, I've looked around. She's like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone blend everything together like you have, from the mindset to the energy to the spiritual work to the connection to divine, doing it in a way that allows every woman to be the woman. And this is not about the masculine. This is about the feminine power, the soul-led feminine power. And then obviously have the business platform. And of course, amazing, if you already are in business and you want to grow your business, well, you can come into the society and I will teach you that to expand your business, obviously based on magnetic marketing techniques, how to be paid to be you, right? And then obviously you've got the elite, which is for the woman who is looking to make $500,000 to $1 million and above. So this is brand new. So as part of this, obviously we're going to have different She Rise experiences. I am an everyday woman and want it all. Plus I'm starting a business. So yes. Listen, I'm just an everyday woman. We are all just an everyday woman. But at the same time, I call her the embodied woman, the everyday embodied woman who knows that she gets to have it all. And so we're having this She Rise experience. We're going to talk about magic, like what magic stands for. Like I've come up with my own magic formula. So I'm going to share that with you. And then if that today really resonates with you, I want the magic. Yes, of course you want the magic. Remember, in order to want the magic, to get the magic, you have to remember you are the magic. So I'm going to teach you that today. So I'm going to teach you what magic stands for, being, the being of the magic, so you get to manifest the magic. We're going to talk about that today. I have no idea how long this is going to run, so we're just going to roll with it. And then next week, we're going into the She Rise movement. Now, the She Rise movement, or maybe She Rise Global, I haven't really decided yet, but that's going to be the actual live event. Now, that's going to be one-day event. Next year, when we're doing offline things again, it's going to be an offline event, possibly 2 or 3 days. And the vision is, think about Tony Robbins style. Think about landmark. Think about the biggest events that you have seen. I'm creating it. This is what we're doing. We're going to create the most biggest platform for women to come together to learn how to stop settling for mediocrity, how to learn starting to manifest extraordinary, because she makes a decision, of course, to divorce her story and marry her truth. So we're having an experience of that next week. So if you love today, hello, Leilani. If you are loving today, you want to be part of the actual event, you can do that. And then obviously there's going to be an opportunity to dive deeper into the society. So hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, today I'm going to give you the magic formula. So let's talk about a little bit, obviously, you know, where to start. I do believe, as you know, that it all begins with understanding. And I've got some notes. I'm going to make sure I follow the notes as much as I can. But I've written 2-3 things down. The first thing is we need to make a decision that we're no longer tolerating the settling, the mediocrity, the playing small, dimming our light. And this is something that I know a lot of us do. Look, I am consistently looking at how am I still settling? Where am I still settling? You know, and to kind of really remove and let that go, to step more into the extraordinary, the manifestation, the miracles, the expansion, okay? And why is that? And I think that really we're living in an old paradigm that is now shifting into a new paradigm. The old paradigm being we're constantly thinking that we need to prove our worth. We're constantly stuck in our heads. We're constantly stuck in the masculine doing. You know, we're so consumed with the doing more, trying to prove our worth, you know, building successes. So, you know, having more success. It's this whole paradigm of thinking that we have to do all the things so that we get the things. And once we get the things, well, then we can be the thing. Right? So it's like we want to do all the things so we can have finally success. And then when we finally have the success, well, then we're like, well, obviously that means now, look, I am a good person. Well, I must be worthy. Then that means maybe I get to have some more pleasures in my life. And so I do believe that this is the part of the old paradigm, that we're stuck in a masculine. This is some of the things I've written down, that we're out of alignment, that we're stuck in drama. And if that resonates with you, let's just be really honest and let's just honor that and admit that, okay? We're stuck in drama. Oh my God, drama cycle. Oh, so exhausting. But we create it because it's part of us numbing, okay? Self-sabotaging, procrastinating. We're resisting. We're not allowing it to be good and easy. We're fighting ourselves all the time. Oh my God, this is so funny. I'm sorry. I just had a message coming. Good morning, Mrs. Future Louis Vuitton. So I'm doing some online dating at the same time. Clearly, I didn't expect this message to come in, which is funny. We are constantly fighting ourselves, okay? Like fighting self-judgment. Oh my God, like I am the worst for being so hard on myself. So I'm constantly learning to deepening my love to myself and, you know, being softer and just less rules. Oh, all of that, okay? And of course, I do believe too that there's a big part of us that's been afraid to take that level of responsibility out of fear that we could be too much, right? Like I know for me, definitely, I have been playing too small for way too long because, well, what if I actually step into the full truth of how magnetic I truly am, how damn bright my light really is? I honestly believe, yes, people are going to go, who the fuck does she think she is? You know? And interestingly enough, like my human design actually says, I'm here to provoke a new consciousness. So yes, it is my duty. It is my duty to be that lighthouse. It is my duty to speak on all the things and obviously be all the things and show you how I'm doing it, how I'm living it, how I am embodying it so I can invite you to join that journey. But yes, part of me is like, hey, that's still sometimes very daunting because I know the bigger I'm going to blow this thing up, the more people we're going to reach, the more I'm obviously leaving myself open for criticism. And that's okay. I mean, I didn't really have a problem standing on stage saying that orgasm quote. So why would I really stop myself? But because there's always more layers to uncover, okay? Is that making sense already? Can you like identify how like, yeah, I also do these things. Yeah, we call it like the self-sabotage and the procrastination, but really, I believe this is all part of suppressing our femininity. I do believe like we are doing such a freaking good job of suppressing the feminine energy and power of just leaning back, letting it be good, letting it be easy, you know, really allowing your fem power, be soul-led, that fem power to navigate you. And honestly, she is so powerful. And I'm not saying don't be masculine, not at all. I'm saying blend the both. Understand how your masculine creates a very powerful container. It's like that base, it's like the glass. And then the feminine energy gets to play and swirl and be wild and be, you know, infinite. Oh my God, like limitless, creative, playful, color outside the lines and express and just pleasure and satisfaction and oh my goodness, divine, delicious, delightful. And I'm wondering, like, hand on your heart, like, how much are you allowing yourself to play in that feminine realm? Let me know. Like, how much are you actually really allowing yourself to be in that feminine realm? And I'm telling you right now that I believe that we are suppressing it. We're doing such a good job. And so three things I'm going to put out there is like, I would look at your emotional intelligence. I would look at your personal power, energy leaks, how much power you're giving away. And I would look at like radical self-leadership and self-love. I think we dabble, right? Don't you think we dabble? Oh, thank you. I love your energy. I have lots of energy too. Of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. Right? What you see in me, we're all mirror of each other. Like we're here now creating a beautiful mirror of expansion. Like we're here now to really have the opportunity to grow and expand. So I feel like we've been dabbling. Can you agree? Like that you like, yeah, I get that. Like, yeah, I practice self-love, of course. But I'm wondering, how much are you practicing self-love and how much are you practicing self-loathing? Critical, judging. You know, how much are you dabbling and not actually full congruency, integrity in all areas of life? Because how you do one thing is how you do most things. So it's like, we got to stop playing small. This is an invitation to stop with the masculine, to let that drive you. Because like, you didn't come here. You didn't come here to prove your worth. You're already worthy. You came here to remember that truly living in your truth and expanding that truth is really an invitation to let it be good, let it be easy, lots of fun, lots of pleasure, lots of joy. And the more we expand this space, the more we can attract of it. It's not supposed to be a struggle. Yes, it's not supposed to be hard. Of course, sometimes the growth part is hard and uncomfortable, but that's obviously where the magic comes from. So we're going to make a decision, stop settling for mediocrity, start manifesting the extraordinary. And that comes from leaving the old realm behind, that old paradigm of thinking we're constantly having to do, of having to prove, of pushing, of grinding, you know, of even doing the do, of growing. We're going to do some more growing. We're going to do some more learning and really invite the new paradigm in, and that is your soul-led femme power. Oof. She leans back. She's got full trust. She is just allowing herself to become more and more of the magic. Boom. That means in order to do that, I'm inviting you today to make a decision to divorce your story and marry your truth. Divorce your story. This is the story. What is your story? So if you think about that old paradigm, like what do you think is like part of the struggle? What's your struggle? What's part of your story? Are you someone that gets caught up in the drama? Do you feel like you're constantly, you know, making 2 steps forward, like 1 step forward, 2 steps back? Are you finding that you're hitting, like, you're so good in maybe one area, but then you sacrifice the other? So what is your story? What is your story? Where are you not allowing yourself to just be on your truth, aka be the magic, the manifest the magic? I would love to know that from you. Like, I'd love to hear it. So put it into the comments if you're open and honest and bodacious. So let me know, and I'll keep talking in the meantime. So obviously we're making a decision today to divorce that story, whatever your story that may be, and we're gonna marry a truth. And the truth is, obviously, that you are the magic. When you learn to be the magic, this is the new paradigm, being the magic, you will get to manifest the magic, aka your dreams, your desires, what I call your heaven on earth life. This is what I call having 2 wings to fly, because we've gotten so good with flying with one. We have. So how do we do that? Well, we're gonna stop perfection. We're gonna stop chasing perfection, and we're gonna start allowing, chasing, if you want to say it, expansion. So here is one, like, I'm getting super comfortable now. So here, that I'm not good enough to lead a team to be successful. Thank you. I really honor that and appreciate your truth. My crown's itchy because it's connecting. I love that. So what else is like everyone else's story? I really appreciate it, because we got to own that. We have to own our story if we're going to divorce it. And so we want to marry our truth. And obviously the truth is we're going to stop chasing perfection, this ideal of having to be a certain thing, person, you know, this whole first having to do something in order to be worthy. And we're going to focus on expansion. Obviously everything is energy. It's all about expansion, like opening yourself up, allowing, receiving, allowing it to be good, allowing it to have lots of fun along the way. What would your world look like if you focused on expansion every day, opening out your heart space, being a vibrational match, woo, for all the things that you desire, okay? I feel I'm caged, helping everyone. Do you mean like you're caged, as in like you're too focused on giving everyone else that you're not giving to yourself? Let's expand, let's explore on that. But what would your world look like if you chose to focus on expansion every day? And as I said, I'm going to give you the magic formula, the expansion, being open, you know, to be a vibration and match. I really appreciate that. That's good. I really honor that you're realizing that you're too focused on helping everyone else, that you're not actually focusing on you. And that's obviously, you know, there is a part of us that thinks that if we do the things, then we will be loved, right? Like, I'm going to do all the things, and everyone can see how good I am. And then obviously people will love me. But here's the thing, people will never love you for the things that you do. Even like as a team leader, maybe that can resonate with you. Sony, I'm going to call you lover because that's our nickname for each other. Understand that doing the things for other people is not going to make people love you. They love you for who you are, not for what you do. Right? So it's always about who you are, not what you do. And it's always about then, right? The new paradigm, it's not about what you do, it's about who you are when you're doing what you do. So people will like what you do. People are like, oh my God. And they love what you did if they love you. If you do something but they don't love you, well, they can't love you just because you're doing something. So you have to understand you're being loved for who you are, because you are loved, you are loved. It's your birthright. You know, you are always loved, you're always protected. You're always guided. You're always provided for. You're always supported. You know, whether you believe in the divine and source, in God, goddess, whatever, universe, you have chosen this lifetime. Your truth is that you're fully protected because you've chosen this lifetime. This is your mission. You've chosen this lifetime for you. And you are always held, always loved. And I have to remember myself sometimes of that. That's cool because, you know, the human self will never fully go away, but we can strengthen that knowledge. You are loved because of who you are, not what you do. And so it's like we got to stop doing the things that we can get that validation of other people approving of us. So we got to come back to approving of ourselves. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to come back to the being. So we're going to focus on expansion. We're going to focus on being. We're going to focus on expansion in terms of being open to receive, to allow, to be a vibrational match. Amazing. Of course you are loved. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Need to divorce fear and not care about what that, yes, absolutely, the judgment. But then, like, if we're afraid potentially of other people judging us, so where are you judging yourself? Where are you judging yourself of not being good enough? Because if you're fully owning who you are, if you're fully owning, backing, 100% owning, then listen, there's always going to be people who are going to judge you. You will never ever please everybody, and your job is not, you did not come into this world to please people. You came into this world because you have a mission. You have a mission. There's a purpose why you are here. So let's focus on becoming the magic. Do you want to hear my magic formula? Ah. Give me yes, yes, yes if you want to hear it. So expansion, the being, we're going to have this concept of being the magic. So this is all about magnetism. Magic. Yes, 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 yes. It's like my favorite word, magic and alchemy. So bring on the magic. Amen, sisters. Amen. So here's the cool thing. We talk about this expansion, about, how, it's becoming a vibrational match. People say, like, the thing that you desire is already there, obviously. And in order to then call it in, it's about becoming a vibrational match, right? So whatever you can feel, whatever you can see, whatever is a true heart's and soul's desire, it's like literally going onto the Amazon of the universe and go, these are the things I desire. And the universe go, my wish, your wish is my command. I would love this. Okay, well, your wish is my command. The universe can always only say yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we're gonna remove all the old paradigm, and we're gonna go, well, in order then to manifest that magic, hi, honey. In order to manifest that kind of magic, obviously I gotta become the magic. So this is the alignment process, like expansion. We always talk about becoming a vibrational match, and obviously there's so many things I could talk about this, but I want to talk about this becoming a vibrational match. It's a alignment conversation on the 5 planes. My favorite conversation, actually, if I'm honest, my favorite conversation. Everything I do always comes back to the 5 planes. So we want to learn how to align a mind, body, soul, right? On the physical plane, on the emotional plane, on the mental plane, on the spiritual plane, and on the energetic plane. This is what true alignment is. This is expansion. So this is about becoming the magic, is about marrying the 5 planes. And when you become, I'm telling you, when you become a vibrational match on the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic plane, and energetics, I hope I mentioned all 5, you will become a vibrational match for all of your desires. for all of your desires, for all of your dreams, for anything and everything that you truly want. Now, we got to make sure it's a soul's desire. It's not something that you think that you need in order to be like, well, I really need to be making $10,000 a month because otherwise I'm feeling like I'm still failing. That is not a soul desire. That is a need. I don't want anyone to say to me, I need to work with you. No. If you say that, we're never going to work together because you're always going to cop out. You're always going to find a way of not then having the money, the time, or the resources because it's a need, which means your mind's already thinking need, lack, not enough. So really, I want women to look and go, oh my God, yes, I want to work with you. Like, I want to learn how to become a vibrational match. I want to learn how to make tens of thousands of dollars or whatever, hundred thousands of dollars, whatever. It's a desire energy. That's what we're all about. That's also a feminine energy. I'm leaning back and I'm sharing this from my heart and my soul, and you're leaning forward and you're going to go, yes, I want that. So can we make that clear that this is never about needing, this is always about desiring, okay? So you can become a vibrational match for all of your desires, all of your dreams, all of your soul's like wishes, all of the everything when you align this process, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, energetic planes. So magic, well, it just happens. It just happens that magic is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. M-A-G-I-C. Isn't that just so divine? I am loving this. This is the beautiful alignment of my work. Like, I'm like, of course. So magic is the synonym or whatever the synonym, whatever the word is, of how to align that. So I'm going to give you the 5 planes, and I believe that is the work. I believe that is what I'm doing. That's what I'm embodying, and that's what I stand for. And so I'm inviting you to take a look at that and see if that's what you feel like you want to do the work around. So magic, the letter M, that is all about magnetism. So how do we create magnetism? How do we become magnetism? How do we become magnetic? Well, I believe it's 3 aspects. My favorite M words of all times, okay? So M stands for magnetism or becoming magnetic, magnetism, whichever you would choose. There's 3 things that are very important in this realm. Your money mindset, your ability to manifest miracles, and your desire to create magic memories. Yeah, to make memories. Because at the end of the day, your life is full of memories and lessons, and the rest we don't really need. Do you understand how important that is, the memory part? Like, you want to look back at the end of your lifetime, and you want to look back and you're going to tell stories about the breakthroughs that you've had, the lessons that you've had. You know, the pain that you've experienced that allowed you to grow and expand into new heights of magnetism, magic, next level magic, and the memories you made along the way. The memories, they're like, oh my God, I remember, right, the day I came out of quarantine, boom. I remember going to Berlin. Liv, if you're still on the call. Berlin has most likely been, most definitely until today, the most epic 2020 weekend that I know. The 5 of us that came together in Berlin, we have created so many memories. We all are going to talk about this for the rest of our life. This will be one of these memories where we look back. But that's because I'm intentional about my life. I'm intentional about my life, about making memories. So M is what kind of the 5 planes do you think it is? It is the emotional plane. It's the emotional plane of doing the work around the money mindset, the emotional work of manifesting miracles, and also making memories. Okay? If that makes sense, give me a hell yes. okay? So that is that aspect. The M stands for magnetism, money mindset, manifesting miracles, making memories, like magic memories, whatever you want to call it. That is the emotional plane of the alignment piece. Now, obviously, there's lots of work within all of these, but I just want to give you this concept so you can understand where you can start becoming the magic. A stands for authentic alignment and accelerated ascension into abundance. So we've got lots of A words here. Told you, I'm like the word smith. I love playing with words. So we've got authentic alignment. I say authentic alignment because I just feel like you want to stay true to your own growth. You want to stay true to your own, ascension, true to your own self. Not really looking at, well, what's everyone else doing out there? Everyone's aligning. No. This has to feel congruent to you. Okay, so this is a constant, authentic in terms of like honest alignment work where you constantly go within, you constantly seek, and you constantly ask the questions. Where are you not in alignment? Why is it safe? Why is it not safe? What are we releasing? What are we letting go? Right? So this is the alignment piece. This is the spiritual work, because the more aligned you are, and let me know if this makes sense to you, the more that you are aligned to mind, body, soul, right? The faster you get to ascend. So this is an ascension. Alignment, ascension, allowing you to tap more into abundance, because abundance is there. Abundance is there. We can even call it like it's an ascension to accelerated abundance, accelerated forms, because it's like an acceleration process of more abundance than coming into your vortex. I mean, it's already there. Do you understand that? It's already there. Everything you could possibly desire, it's already there. So it's through the alignment process where you're being truly, like honest and authentic with yourself. You're allowing yourself to ascend. And that ascension allows like an acceleration of abundance to then pop up. And you just start noticing all these different forms of abundance. Let me know if that makes sense. And that's obviously the spiritual plane. The spiritual plane where it's like we're tapping into things that were always meant for you anyway. You're just clearing the pathway, ascending. And this is like your soul growth, right? Like through realigning, remembering more of your truth, calling back like more soul fragments, right? So this is the ascension process, ascending into new paradigms, right? Knowing that obviously the world's not even the limit, not even as the sky. There's another 12 dimensions out there, apparently a 13th. And as the universe keeps expanding, well, so do you. So there's that energy inside of you always expand. So you always have more ascension work. It's an invitation to keep ascending by realigning, aligning to the new truth, to the new vision, to the new goals, to the new dreams, to the new desires. And in doing so, we're accelerating the abundance popping up. Yes or yes? So that is the spiritual element of doing the work, the alignment, the actual alignment. Then G, OMG, the G of the magic formula is growth, evolution, and exponential wealth over lifetime. Now I'm going to say like growth, contribution. Growth is actually one of my top value, if it's probably not the number one value in my life, growth. And I've learned this from my mentor, Melanie and Leia. Like she reminds me, and this is why it's like it's so impregnated, is that the word? Like imprinted. It's always that, yes, growth and evolution over lifetime. Growth, evolution over lifetime. Growth, evolution, and exponential wealth over lifetime. So look, what I mean by that is lots of magic starts to happen when we disengage and detach from making something happen right now. When we're so fixed on, you know, an amount of money this month, an amount of clients this month, this quarter, losing a particular number on the scale. Like I'm going to drop 10K or 10 pounds in the next 30 days. I want to be at this certain way. Like when we have this attachment, we're still very much in the masculine paradigm. And when we then don't achieve it, then we start beating ourselves up. And then we're like, well, maybe I'm not meant for this at all. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe. And it becomes like, hard work. It's like, come on, queen, goddess, woman. It's not meant to be hard. It's whatever you want. It's already there. It's already there. All we're doing is this alignment so we can call it in. So what if we change that perspective and knowing that at the end of today, we're constantly going to grow. But there's more evolution until the day we die, and then beyond, and then somewhat. So instead of making a short-term focus, what if we could just focus on growth and evolution? So it's like a shift in perspective. And I'm telling you what this has allowed me to experience. I'm telling you, I've become, I don't know if I would say the most patient person in the world, but I'm definitely a patient. Like I've become patient because actually I don't do impatience. Like people come to me and they're like, I'm so impatient. I want it now. And I'm like, yeah, that's because you're trying to control the freaking process and you're trying to micromanage the universe. When you know that everything is here to serve you, this is about the, you know, everything we're talking about, the ascension, the growth, the abundance, making memories, working on your mindset and experiencing the ability to manifest miracles. And you do this over and over again. And no matter like what goals you're going to achieve, they're just milestones. The context for your life is growth and evolution over lifetime. So we can look back at the end of life and be like, oh my God, I have impacted so many women. I have made all of this ton of money as a byproduct, and I've created the most magical memories. And then what was the memory, you know, that was a lesson, and the rest is just stuff and we forget. This is about living your heaven on earth life. Is that making sense? Is that still enticing and inviting? Can I get a yes, 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 yes? So I'm inviting you to shift your perspective, to stop being attached to the time of when you can make something happen. And we've known this, right? Like we overestimate what we can do in a short period of time, and we underestimate what we can do in a longer period of time. And so I want you to change that mindset. I want you to change that perspective, to really think about it's actually about constant growth, evolution over lifetime. Because even when you hit that 10K, you're going to go, well, what's next? We're going to make 15K, 20K. You're going to start that whole process again. Well, 30K, 50K, 100K, or whatever it is. Okay, who do I need to become? What's all the alignment pieces now? Amazing. You know, and so we know, you know, then what's next? Because there's always more, there's always more, there's always more. As I said, the sky isn't even the limit. There's another 12 dimensions out there for you. All right. So that's going to allow you to work with the mental aspect. So the G, the growth and evolution and exponential wealth over lifetime is the mental aspect. So that means we can kind of let go of the impatience of forcing, controlling, micromanaging the universe, and we can lean back, we can trust, we can just allow the journey to unfold, because every day we're just putting one foot in front of the other, realigning, loving ourselves, devotion to self, radical leadership, radical self-love, emotional intelligence, personal power, woo, all of the things. And then we move on to the I. Now that stands for intuition. I've written down intuition, infinite, like this infinity, and really this connection to spirit, you know, that, actually, all the answers you ever could seek are already inside of you. So this is like the wisdom, I guess, tapping into the wisdom and the knowledge of the infinity, because you have been around so many times. And it's like this journey home, intuition, and also your inner child. So many women, we have numbed so many emotions, compounded over compounded emotions from our childhood, that we are still dealing with parts of our inner child that want to come out and play. Because I'm wondering, how much play do you have in your life every day? Pleasure, fun, joy. So I said, or I feel, the I, that is the energetic. So this is the energetic plane. Now, you could argue and go, what does inner child have to do with energetics? Look, it just came. So I'm trusting it. But more so, the energetic, the energy of trusting, listening to your intuition. How strong is your intuition? Oh my God. Intuition always knows best. Thank you. I'm the same. I'm still, rediscovering, bringing more inner child work into my life. And I know why. Oh my God, my story. I'm like, oh, so much responsibility. And that's why I'm also so hard on myself. So I've had this, I think it was last night again, because I'm doing so much of this growth. Oh my God, thank you. See? I love you. Inner child, pure, authentic energy. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I knew there was a reason why I felt it. So it's like the inner child part, it's like for me, I know from a young age, I've taken full responsibility for I was the mother. I had to have this sense of responsibility for all my life. And I think that's why, partially, because of the strong cells, the strong sense of responsibility, I'm incredibly hard on myself. And for all the wrong reasons. Because it was all about doing it right so that I can be like, look at me, I can do this, look at me, how amazing. Because really, the inner child didn't get the love and the nurturing. So I'm releasing all of this self-judgment and I'm going back into my inner child and I'm loving myself every day more and more. And I'm playing with that energy and I'm letting it be fun. Next Friday, I'm having my first twerking class. I'm finally doing the dancing because obviously I needed to heal my surgery. I wasn't about next Friday, to play. Pure, authentic energy. So energetics, the intuition, being tapped into the infinity, this infinite wisdom of spirit, of soul, oh my God, there's everything you need to know. You don't even need me. It's all there inside of you. I'm just helping you, facilitating, guiding you, supporting you, helping you to allow yourself to see it. And then finally, we have the C word. Sometimes when I say the C word, I'm like, hee. Yes, of course you love to dance. I know Sony loves to dance. I'm pretty sure Carol loves to dance. We are all the same. Do you not know that we have the few... we're all the same. I don't think I would have anyone in my community who'd be like, fucking hate dancing. No, that's why we're here. We're have this connection. So the C word, is, thank you, I love you too. The C word is, now we only have one plane left, right? What is it? We've had the emotional, the M, the money mindset, manifesting miracle, dance is life, amen. Oh my God, one day we're gonna have a big dance party. Mind you, there will be dance parties in my certificate program, in my certification. The She Rise certification, there's gonna be lots of dancing, lots of music, lots of singing. Yes. Curious what a twerk class. Do you know twerking, when you get up and you do your booty popping? The dancing where you bump, 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 the booty popping. It's actually a really, really good workout too. So, you know me. I'm not going to do waltz dancing, am I? I'm going to do some twerking. So, by the way, as I said, in the She Rise certification, in the She Rise Society, there's going to be lots of dancing, lots of music. I'm going to be recording music. We're going to dance. There's so much celebration. Just because it's fun. Hello. Anyway, so we've had the emotional. We've had the money mindset, manifesting miracles, and making memories. We've had the spiritual, the A, which stands for authentic alignment and ascension into accelerated abundance. We've had the mantle plane through the G, which is growth, evolution, and exponential wealth over a lifetime. We've had the energetic, which is the I, the intuition, being tapped into the infinite wisdom, and of course, the inner child, because pure, authentic energy. And then we obviously need the physical plane, and I believe, and I know, this is why I love this so much, is the C. The C stands for your daily choices and your conscious commitment. Your daily choices. Your daily choices and your conscious commitment. So here really, we're looking at your rituals. We're looking at your routines. We're looking at you raising your standards. Okay? So this is where we bring it into the physical realm. This is where the aligned action comes into place. This is obviously like, okay, I'm going to make a daily choice to be the magic. I'm going to commit to being the magic. What does that look like in terms of my routines, my rituals, and constantly raising my standard? You do that, I believe you're going to be connected and stay connected to being the magic. And obviously, that allows you to expand and become a more and more vibrational match for all the things you could possibly desire and dream of. How does that sit with you? This is something I have never shared in this kind of capacity before. Let me know if this makes sense. If that, and also what does that, like, how does it make you feel? How does that make you feel? I would imagine it makes you feel curious. It makes you feel like, I hope, this is my intention, touching my boobies, that it's an invitation. It should feel like a invitation, I call, like a soul's calling. And also I hope and I feel that this is also giving you a roadmap to then go, okay, so this is what it's about. You know, this is not about all of the things doing. It is all of the things being. So it's like, you know, you get to have it all once you give yourself permission to be it all, to be the magic, that manifests the magic. This is what it takes to divorce your story and marry your truth. The truth being you are made of magic. And now having a concept of really continuously tapping into the expansion. I'm a projector, so I appreciate the invitation. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I appreciate that you appreciate it. You are welcome. So yeah, I do feel that it is an invitation now. To reflect, to project, to, you know, to get in and go, okay, now you get to make a decision. You now get to make a decision to obviously do the work. And if you'd like to do the work, I believe the next step would be coming to the event. In the event, we're going to go deeper on this because for me, I've created, and you may have seen that, my trilogy is the word, of, I call her, like, it's the Rising Queen Alchemy. The Rising Queen, because, you know, we're continuously rise, obviously, being a she-rise woman. And it's like, the Rising Queen Alchemy is like this embodied woman. And so all of the things I've spoken to you about, the magic, right? It can really be amplified by understanding the three identities that you may need to embody. Again, it's an invitation. I'm not telling you what you have to do, but that you may want to consider embodying so that you continuously stay the magic. This is the Rising Queen Alchemy of the embodied woman. We're looking at the Boss Queen. We're looking at the Money Queen. And we're looking at the Magic Manifestation Queen. And so that is what the event is now all about, to kind of tap into it. And what I love, it's like the Boss Queen represents the personal power. No more energy leaks. The Manifestation Queen represents the emotional intelligence, and the Money Queen represents the radical self-love and leadership. Yes, 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 yes. So if you would love to come into the event, it's happening at this time next week. Maybe 9, maybe 9:30, 10, whatever, like round about this time. And honestly, we're going to be hands-on. So we're going to do actual work together. So this is actually going to happen in a Zoom room with cameras. I'll be seeing you. You'll be seeing me. If you do not put your camera on, you're not going to play with us. This is like an honest, genuine, but serious invitation to do the work together in a safe space. So we're going to talk some concepts. We're going to do some work. I'm going to be doing some hands-on work with you. It's going to be transformational. So it's not just information. So today was a lot of information, lots of love, lots of energy, lots of information, concepts. Now we want to move you into the transformation, or I would like to move you into the transformation. So if you want to be part of this event right now, again, I'm making it a one-day event right now because I also want to gauge how much content, how much contextual space we can create and doing the work. So it may be a 2-day event, but at this time, it's just a 1-day event. So it's also me just testing this out. And so that's why the cost is extremely inexpensive. It's going to be literally a fraction, honestly, a fraction, only because there has to be an energy of giving and receiving, right? To come and join the party. Super inexpensive, like ridiculous, okay? So if you would like to come to this event next week, exactly 1 week today, then let me know. If you're watching the replay, let me know. If you've got questions about this, let me know. Most of all, I would love you to share one highlight. So before we wrap this up, please let me know what was one thing that stood out for you, like a highlight, a thing that you go, oh my God, that was really cool, really eye-opening, you know, that did something, shifted you energetically. So let me know what was one thing that absolutely stood out for you. Put into the comments. I will wait to see so we can finish with some celebration because you've made the time to be here as well. Obviously, if you're watching the replay, also let me know what your highlight is. Reach out to me. And then next week we are going to do more transformational magic. It's so fun. So fun. At the same time, if you want to already inquire to work with me in this new concept, the She Rise Society, so either get purely business support or to get a certification or to put both together, I am giving away 11 spots. That's what I said, 11 spots. Literally before we open officially, 11 spots. And you can grab it at an absolute steal. So it's like a founder's rate of the society. There's lots of bonuses. You're going to get like lifetime access to everything I'm putting into this school. It's kind of like a school, right? Online school. Everything you have lifetime access to, like this ridiculous stuff. It's literally less than half the price of what it's going to cost for the business and the certification. So if you want to grab one of the founder spots, there's only 11 spots because that's the number that came to me, then hit me up because I know that they're going to be gone by the 31st of October. They're going to be gone. After that, it's going to be normal pricing, all of those shenanigans, okay? So let me know if you are feeling the invitation, the call to go, oh my goodness gracious, yes, next level magic on all the levels. So Carol is saying magic. Lelaine is saying that it is already in me. Yes, it is. It is all already inside of you. Love it. Have been in a mindset of authentic alignment and conscious commitments and building them off each other in the last few days. That is awesome. So good. But then I wouldn't expect anything less. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm looking forward to the day that we get to work together again as well. And then divorce your story, marry your truth. Yes, of course. Like, this is what I live for. Otherwise, honestly, I wouldn't have this on my arm. And so the next tattoo is literally going to be on the back arm. So when people go, so what is your truth? Then I'm going to say, made of magic. And I'm like, okay, and this is my calling. I'm going to teach you how to be the magic. I love it. So thank you for hanging out with me today. Honestly, it's been so much fun. Feedback, let me know if there's, if it makes sense, if you have questions, anything and everything is welcome, because like I said, this is brand new content, but at the same time, it's not brand new. This is my truth, but at the same time, I always want to make sure that it is being delivered in a way that it makes sense, that it feels good, that it, connects all the senses, and that it's challenging you, that it's moving you to think and to act, whatever that means to you. And then, like I said, hit me up about the event. Hit me up if you want to grab one of the 11 founder spots. And one thing that I'm going to leave you with, this is like the message that I channeled whilst I was getting ready. And it says, eventually you have to realize it's going to cost you more to deny your truth than actually becoming it or remembering it. Right, so I just wanted to put that out there, because I know that that was a big lesson for me. It's like, it's going to cost you more to find your truth than just allowing yourself to be it, aka become it, because that is why you are here, to remember it. Okay, that is the little wisdom for that. We're finished. We're wrapping up this experience. I am genuinely so grateful that you have been here. This is a memory that I will save in my heart forever. The first time I launched the She Rise Experience Masterclass and shared my truth, the apex of who I am and what I stand for and what I'm here to create through the She Rise movement. So thank you. I love you. I honor you. And I'm looking forward to see you very soon. And of course, always remember, in order to manifest the magic, you first have to remember that you are the magic. And the good news is, permission to be, do, and have it all on your own terms has, of course, always been granted.